I did. That's some way to say hello. I hadn't even finished swapping scenes, and I get a fart redeem. Hello, Torrent. I'm finally back at streaming after such a long time. It feels like it's been forever. I think this is the longest break from streaming, or what did I just say? From streaming that I've ever had. You wanted to do the fart greeting too, Andy? And yeah, it has been a while. I think it's been 12 days. We almost had got to the point where all my VODs were on Twitch were gone, because then it would have looked like, oh, I'm just someone who doesn't stream. So speaking of VODs, like I'm sure a lot of people have noticed that my VOD channel is kind of barren and behind, and that's because I haven't gone around to stitching the VODs back together that were spliced up from like internet and stream cutouts. So, but I decided, but for now, until I get around to doing that, I have like put all of the VODs on to be unlisted, and they are in the playlist on the channel. So you can watch them in the playlist, but because they're unlisted, then it's not like worth it. You got your fart in, Andy. I guess since you guys can't talk to me directly, like out loud, then you gotta interrupt me with farts instead. I need to stop looking to the side though, because I set it up so that my phone is in front of me, so that I don't have to, so that my kiddo doesn't go crazy when I look to the left. So I have my chat on my phone, so I don't have to do that anymore. And yeah, I did enjoy myself, Andy. It's kind of funny because like, I'd been streaming Subnautica so much, and it ended up that my break from that was to go to the real ocean. So it's just from one ocean to the next. I can't get a break. One of my family members caught a baby hammerhead shark while we were on vacation, which is cool. We also saw lots of birds, like seagulls and herons. And I saw a cat. I took a lot of pictures, but I'm kind of wary about posting IRL pictures. Because I'm worried that that it'll dox me somehow. Like, even though I was vacationing somewhere elsewhere from where I live, I don't know. Like, especially like pictures of the hammerhead shark that we caught. Like, I'm worrying that one of my relatives may post it online, and then that will be linked back to me if I post it too. So you just have to take my word for it that my dad caught a hammerhead shark baby hammerhead shark. The leviathans miss me too. I don't know about it. They're kind of chill where they are, where they live, undisturbed by my chaotic shenanigans that mostly involve wrecking ships and building houses. And generally destroying the ecosystem Yeah, I'll be back with Subnautica on Sunday, and tomorrow's stream, because I've been gone so long, I just was like, I'll just cram all these streams together. So today, tomorrow, and then the day after, we're doing like a 3-day streak of streams to make up for the absence. And then hopefully we should be back on track with streams. And what else? I feel like there was something else I was gonna say. Oh yeah, tomorrow's stream is Genshin Impact, but it's basically just a rhythm game stream because there's an event that ends soon that is a rhythm game, and so that's basically it. It's just a drumming game. And if we finish, and I don't think that the rhythm game will last the whole stream, but just in case, I haven't planned anything else. But if I finish early, I guess our options of what to do after that, if I finish like super early, would be to play some Subnautica, to explore a bit in Genshin Impact, or to do some drawing. So we'll just have to see. I kind of want to draw the rest of the emotes off stream. Because I want to get input on panels for under the stream and overlays and stuff. And I feel like it's more effective to stream stuff I need input on, since we already have these emotes sketched out. Though I do need to decide what I want the 6th emote to be. It could also be a sus emote, since that's one that we have right now. Yeah, I know I can play whatever, Andy. I'm just saying that I haven't decided yet. But yeah, right now I'm just using art streams and Subnautica to stall until I finish redesigning all the visuals so that I can do like an actual like debut stream. And my plan after Subnautica, the next game would be Great Ace Attorney. I already have the game. The Ace Attorney series is my favorite game series, so I really want to play the game on stream. But I've done like 3 or 4 of the cases in the first game on my own, but that was like years ago, so it won't be completely blind. But I heard that the last case, which is when I haven't seen it all, is very long. So, and it's also 2 games. Hi, Joe Jr. It's been a while. I kind of feel bad because you subscribed last stream, and then I haven't streamed in like 12 days since then. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, what was I don't know. I want to look up what the dimensions for Twitch panels are. Mm, 320 by 200. I said I would work on emotes today, but honestly, it's kind of more fun to sketch than to finish the drawings on stream. So let me make a new one. These will just be sketches, so they don't have to be perfect dimensions. Let me see. It's no big deal. That's good. jail. I was I feel bad, but it wasn't anything that could be helped. Cause I needed a break from streaming and my family was going on vacation, so it just had to be done. It's good to be back though. Because one of the things about vacation is you're always on the move and you want to get things done, but you also need time to take a break and you have like no routine. And you're also like stuck with your family for prolonged times, which can be good or bad. I don't understand dimensions on Krita, so I'm just making a random document. Oh my goodness, it's been so long since I used my drawing tablet because I've been gone and it's covered in dust. Sounds like I had a lovely time. It was good. My family went to like a coastal area by the ocean. So we went to the beach and stuff. And my sister's really into birding. So she and I went around taking pictures of birds. I got to use my dad's old DSLR camera. So I could have fancy looking photos. It's good to have me back so that you can fart at me? Is that it? I'm thinking of posting some of the pictures I took in the Discord, but I have to go through them and make sure there isn't anything too, I almost said incriminating, no like too revealing, like say a reflection of my face or something, or some identifying area that tells where it is. Because like I'm sure if people try hard enough, they can find where I went, but like I don't want to make it easy for the general person, you know? And like I'm sure if anyone has been to the place that I went to, then they would be like, oh, I recognize that place, but you found the fart sounds, Jo? They're a fan favorite. It's so wet sounding. Yeah, it's just one of the default fart sounds that is available for that extension. Yeah, I don't want to do an accidental face reveal, Andy. Just for like safety reasons. Because even though I'm a small streamer, all it takes is one person to be a stalker, and then, or to be a creep, and then everything goes wrong. Besides, my face isn't anything pretty to look at. You don't need to see my face. But you're here for my personality, right? Not my face. One weirdo to mess up your life, yeah. Man, now my activity feed is just full of fart sound redeems. That's so funny. Since I've started the stream today, I've had, I've had 4 fart redeems. I'd love to make a fart, emote, but I have a feeling that's very difficult to do without getting flagged by Twitch. And also, you're here for Pepsi. Where's the Pepsi though? Where did you read that Pepsi was available here? You're at the wrong place if you want Pepsi. I am someone who hates soda. You won't find no Pepsi here or anywhere. And I don't know what these lines are. You know what? Let's just pretend I know how to draw boxes and just move on with our lives. I should also just write at the top what I'm doing, just for clarification. Drawing new panels. That's not how you spell panel, is it? I'm so bad with words that have multiple letters or could have multiple letters. I hate soda. Yeah, I have, like, I don't know, my taste is very sensitive, you could say. Like, I'm really bad with strong flavors. So carbonation, spicy food. Like, I can't even handle the tiniest bit of spiciness. And so carbonated drinks just, it feels like my tongue is being burnt and I hate it. So if carbonated drinks even touch my tongue, then I'm like, nope, I can't drink this. You've been trying to stop with the sugary drinks, but it's tough. Yeah, I might not drink sugary drinks, but I have a big sweet tooth, so even though I mostly drink water, because I'm a pretty picky eater, and one of the few things I always have an appetite for is sweet things, and it's very hard for me to not eat a lot of sweets. You like it, but you had to stop because your dentist told you to. You only have it every now and then. Yeah, it seems like soda is just not worth the trouble. It seems like it has a lot of health issues associated with it. I guess we're just gonna do some scuffed rectangles. This will just be a funky sketch place because I kind of forgot to set up a proper like framework for the panels, so it's just crazy. Hey, I don't have it. Where's my reference? Get in here, reference picture. I can't even tell what's the reference. Where is it? Is it? I think this is it. Man, I'm massive. I'm like a titan. Since when did I get so big? You just drink grape juice. It was actually water with flavoring powder. It will give such a weird look every time you call it grape dust. I mean, though, I guess it depends. I mean, like, it doesn't make sense to just call it grape dust, but like, are we talking grape flavoring, like that fake grape flavor? Or like actual like grape juice? Because like grape juice, I used to really like it, but then like the tang and the aftertaste that makes my tongue feel dry really got to me, and so I'm like, no, I don't like it anymore. Drink that grape dust. Well, I don't think you can drink the dust on its own. Pull out a vial of dust and put it in your bottles of water. My family used to do that for Kool-Aid. Like, you can get little to-go Kool-Aid pouches that just you pour into a disposable water bottle. We used to do that for vacations and stuff. Because, you know, sometimes it's hard to get kids to drink water because they're like, ew, it's plain. I read somewhere that it's bad to drink water cold, but like that's that's bad to only have cold drinks or something. But I'm like, I'm literally not gonna drink anything if my water's warm. You can't make me stop drinking ice cold water. I will dehydrate, turn into a raisin, shrivel up and die. Great flavoring powder, like the Kool-Aid powder, but you never use the word powder because you always call it dust. Well, dust sounds cooler. It's like fairy dust. It's like magical if it's dust. Powder is just like it's just something that it's just, I don't know. Powder is more commonly used than dust, so if you call it dust, then it makes it cooler. When you say that to someone new, they always ask, what the fuck did you just say? Yeah, I can see why. But I say things in bizarre and dramatic ways all the time. So I think people just get used to it and they're just like, she's just talking nonsense again. I can't remember what I said, but I feel like recently I did something like that and called something in a weird way. I pretty much are a raisin in Subnautica since I can't even eat or drink. I mean, if I don't need to eat or drink, then would that mean that there would be consequences for not eating or drinking? So I wouldn't turn into a raisin if there's no consequences. I think it's more likely that I'm just an alien that does not live off of food or water, but lives off of air. And that's why I need O2, but not food or water. Okay, so the panels we need are this cord. Don't mind my handwriting. It's not that bad, but I don't know. I feel like there's so many people who just have like pet peeves about handwriting and grammar, and I'm like, you just need to chill. You just need to understand that there's people who aren't always worried about their spelling. Like, if you stress about your spelling that much, you're just gonna be living a sad life. Because typos will just happen and you have to deal with it. And like, not everyone is gonna have perfect handwriting. What other panels? I don't remember what panels I have. Hang on. Don't mind my face. My avatar's probably just going berserk because I'm not looking at the camera right now, but just ignore it. I'm trying to look at my panels. My current panels, I just threw together in Google Slides. Oh my goodness, that was close. I managed to mute before it started playing my own stream on my laptop. You can't write very well, so sorry if you can't read it. At least that means that if they can't read it, then the government can't read it. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, for some reason that reminds me of how, people needing to wear face masks because of the pandemic, harmed, like, the government and corporations' abilities to use face detecting technologies to snoop on people. It's like, it may seem like a detriment to some people, but then it randomly has like a hidden benefit. Rules. Well, have relatives with even worse handwriting than me, so I feel like it's not a big deal. Like, if people are gonna make such a big fuss about how good someone's handwriting are, how bad someone's handwriting is, sorry, I was distracted, then maybe they should just require things to be typed. Maybe they should just do that. Okay. Your handwriting is so bad you make doctors jealous. Yeah, and like signatures are even worse. Cause when you write a signature, you're supposed to go fast with it, I guess. And like I can't even make heads or tails of my parents' signatures. And everyone has their own like headcanon of what a capital cursive letter or just cursive letters in general look like. So it's really hard to decipher. You basically have to have that person's specific alphabet, their internal alphabet. You scribble garbage and hope no one realizes for your signature. You don't remember how to do cursive, but you don't care anymore. Yeah, I found that like you don't really need to use cursive. You don't need to remember cursive except for the letters in your name. Unless you're trying to learn calligraphy, then there's no need. You always draw your signature slowly to make it legible. Yeah, I do the same thing. Like, I know other people go like super speed, but my name is pretty long. And I know if I go too fast, I start duplicating letters and subtracting letters. Like, it's especially hard when certain letters have similar strokes to them. Like, there's a lot of cursive letters that end up with these kinds of shapes. Like, you could have a U, you could have like a V, you could have an I, and then some ways of drawing. Whoa, my voice is cracking. My voice is still learning how to talk a long period of time. I mean, it's remembering how to. Yeah, when these letters are next to each other, you end up just going woo, and then it's just like, okay, is this an N right here? Is this a U? Or is there an R somewhere here? Is this a T? Just becomes a mess. I learned, my friend taught me a trick to do calligraphy though. Like, say we're doing, I don't know, this is not my signature. Wait, that's an O. What am I doing? My name is not Morichu. It's evil? But what is evil? Cursive? Okay, have to be careful not to accidentally do my own signature. I don't want to just reveal my actual name. Man, why am I forgetting how to do A's all of a sudden? For some reason, I like to capitalize the C. Name reveal stream, let's go! No! Okay, that was a little far. Don't do that, me. You're gonna make people think you have an R at the end. We haven't even made progress on what I'm supposed to be drawing, but I don't care. I do what I want on my stream. This is my stream. What else is evil? Farts? With my name, you'll look me up and go, that's who I am. I mean, the thing is, I don't have an online presence outside of streaming. So I don't have any other social medias for you to find. It would be through like family social medias that you would find me. Because my family is really big on like family photos and stuff. Like I also have one piece of artwork that I can never show online because it would immediately dox me. So, but it's also my most famous piece of artwork, and I can't tell you why, or else that would also dox me. It's my most closely guarded secret. Yeah, I was explaining how I do calligraphy. So my friend taught me that you just do on all the, that's not a letter, on all the downward strokes. So if you're going, like when you do this M, then this goes down, and I guess you couldn't make this one thinner just because it would be too much. I don't know. All the downward strokes get thicker is basically it. You're also hard to find. You don't have a portrait of yourself up. That makes it sound like in order to be present on the internet, you need to have a painted portrait of yourself online. Every other photograph does not count. You have to have a painted oil painting portrait of yourself, or else you are not a real person. I'm guessing you mean like a selfie or a photo of yourself, but it's just funny to phrase it as a portrait. I'm internet famous? No, it's more like just locally I have a bit of fame, I guess. Because that specific art piece I won an art competition with, and is also a portrait of someone. So I can't reveal it without showing the person in it. So I just can't show it at all. But I can at least say what kind of art piece it was. It was a very realistic charcoal portrait of a person. And that's about as far as I can go. I want to do some art streams soon that are with a hand cam, because I am more experienced with like craft type art and realistic drawings, but I'm not as experienced with digital art. Why am I calligraphying my name right now? Stop that. This is not the goal of the stream. Not even for 1,000 subs? Are you talking about revealing the art piece? Yeah, what I was saying is I want to do a do some hand cam drawing streams, and I can't decide what kind of art I wanted to do first, because I can, like, the main three that are most accessible would be realistic pencil drawings on white paper, realistic pencil drawings with colored pencil on black paper, which is, in my opinion, ends up looking better than lead pencil on white paper. Or, and the third thing is crocheting. Because I really like doing like experimental crocheting without looking at any patterns. It's partially a matter of pride for me because I feel like if I look at patterns, then I'm not being a real artist. You can't pull off 1,000 subs. Isn't that like $5,000? Yeah. I don't think most people can pull that off. I think that's only possible if they're like really rich and really obsessed with whoever they're donating to. I wonder what the largest number of subs gifted at once or by one person is in like the history of Twitch. I really should have done the reflect tool here. And I need to blow my nose, hang on. This happens whenever I take a long break from streaming. My voice just forgets how to talk for long periods. And then my nose and throat start feeling all backed up. I'm trying to decide how I want the frame to look. Like, one of the most repeated motifs in my design is these teal ribbons. So I like to put them on everything. You subscribe 2 times, so that's like 1,000 subs. Can we pretend? Yeah. You can just say that each cent you pay for a sub is a sub. We just make our own new currency that just happens to also be called subs, but it's really the equivalent to a cent. So if you buy 1 sub, that's 500 subs. So you just need to get 2 of those, and then that's 1,000 subs. You can pretend you saw the drawing too. Yeah, like if we all just think and imagine hard enough, then everything's possible. It might not be real, but it's possible. You once saw someone give 20,000 bits at once, and you saw that fancy red shifting star prism thingy? Yeah, that's always crazy. Like, even the biggest streamers are, it's really rare to see that scale of bits being, donated. It's like to the point that I think most streamers get scared by the alert for it. Like, if people have alerts set for different bit amounts, then the 20k bit one, it like scares people because they don't get it often. It was a very nice drawing of that one famous person. I mean, funnily enough, the drawing prompt was to draw. Well, I mean, one of the suggestions for for that art class was like, they said, oh, you can draw a portrait of a famous person. That was literally what the teacher said. So some people did famous people, and a lot of them actually sold the portraits they made because they turned out really good and people wanted to buy them. But the thing is, I technically didn't do a famous person. Andy, you want me to draw a blind again? Okay. Why did I even select this? Let's just deselect this for sanity's sake. Okay. My goodness, I have to set the timer on my laptop because I'm using my phone as I'm using my phone to look at chat. Have fun? Okay. Maybe this will get me to actually draw and not get distracted. Okay. Set a timer for 5 minutes. And press start and take my glasses off. Again? Oh, did I say again? I'm sorry. I'm just saying it in terms of the last emote stream. In the last emote stream, I had to take my glasses off. I wasn't talking about you specifically, don't worry. I mean, I can't keep track of who redeemed what, but also I forgot to put the music on loop. Hang on. Let's make a new layer. Okay, so if we want Discord, why do I have the select tool? You can't draw with the select tool. It's not gonna put any ink down or color or whatever. Okay, so say we wanna do a little chibi in the corner for the panels. We have some kind of head thing going on here. Can't really see the sketch lines because they're very faint. I'm not sure why they're so faint, but they are. And well, I know a lot of people for their panels will just have them hugging like a symbol or something. Like, we could make it be a pillow with the logo related to what the panel is about. Man, I try to push up my glasses without realizing that I keep doing that when I have my glasses off. I try to push up my non-existent glasses. Because I'm really bad at, like, my glasses just never stay up on my nose. Partly because when I'm drawing and stuff, and just a lot of the things I do in general, and I guess just in general, I look down a lot. So my glasses fall down, and then I look up and I can't see, like, the top half of my vision is just blurry. So I push up my glasses, and so when I have my glasses off, then it's super blurry, and I don't understand what's going on. And it I instinctively try to push up non-existent glasses. I'm just like, what? My face is bare? What? Where are the glasses that help me see? We'll work out anatomy when I have my glasses on. It's fine. It's kind of cheating for me to lean in closer though, so I shouldn't do that. Now let's try to draw myself just from memory. Okay, and without being able to see it. Okay, so this is kind of how the hair looks. I mean, it looks fine from my blurry perspective, but it probably looks pretty bad. Yeah. This is why this is on a different layer. We need my little bunny mouth. Placeholder eyes just because. Here, we'll add more. Not really sure what's happening here, but their eyes. Very lopsided eyes. Anyone who joins the stream when I have this redeem going or drawing is just gonna be like, why is this girl drawing and doing an art stream when she's this bad at art? I'm like, don't worry, it gets better when I have my glasses on. And yeah, I can't see chat with the glasses off, but I can lean forward now. I mean, I can see it better now because I have it on the phone and not the computer. And once again, I'm spilling water all over my face and trying to push up my imaginary glasses. I bet the tracking gets wonky when I make my face go so close to the, like, even with my glasses on, I have a tendency to just shove my face right up against what I'm drawing on, and it's like an inch away. It probably contributes to my bad eyesight, but it's kind of hard to stop myself from doing something like that. Am I even drawing? So I have a dress, but I don't know how to draw a dress in this pose. We have our little shoes, which you can't really see, whatever. What do I look like again? I have this kind of thing going on with my sleeves. Oh, and I have a hair bow. Oh, and I have antlers. Can't forget the antlers, or else I'm just a rabbit. Sometimes they look like moose antlers when I'm sketching them. And right now, it just looks like a mess. Okay, the timer's up. The glasses are on. So you guys were discussing the Payday 2 cloaker sound? Yeah, one of my mods, Soda Pop, had me add that. But I thought Payday was a bank robbing game, so I don't understand what a cloaker is. Maybe I'm confused. If someone were to join it with my glasses off, they'll probably think, why is she ignoring me since I can't read chat? Yeah, that also happens. I mean, that's more likely to happen than someone coming in and being like, you're a shit artist, because that looks like a piece of doo-doo. Like, I'm fortunate to not have had anyone rude show up in chat before, but that's just because I'm just a very small streamer. And I don't know, maybe some of the rude people get turned off by my tags that I stream under. I don't know. Maybe rude people don't like people who are asexual. Who knows? You want to be the first rude person? Well, how are you gonna do that? What's your... You seem like a nice person and it's cool here. I don't think you know how to be rude. I'm just kidding. I know. You're trying to do the opposite of what you said you would do. Okay. Googled it and it's some guy with stealth. He's intended to jump scare you. So is it a bank robbing game? But there's just a random guy who's like, hey, I just have this freaky sounding gun or something, and I'm here to spook the crap out of you. Because I'm just a funny little prankster guy. You think you did a good job? Yeah, it's a heist and crime game. You know, I think I've seen a streamer play it before, but it's been so long that sometimes I second guess myself and I'm like, did I really see that game? Did that game really exist? Or was that really the name of the game that I saw? Like, some games I consistently mix the names up of even after I play it myself. Like, I started mixing up Subnautica with Phasmophobia. And, like, I didn't do that before, but someone in chat did, and then I started doing it, and it's like, how impressionable am I that someone can say in chat that they mixed them up, and then that makes me mix them up? I don't think that's it. I think it's unrelated, but it's just funny. I think it's just because, like, the reason why they're similar is that it's like Subnautica, Phasmophobia, they're like common recognizable prefixes and suffixes put together. You're gonna start playing Monster Hunter and enter lurk mode. Are you playing the new DLC? That came out like the other day, right? You're gonna pretend lurk worked. I still don't know what to do with the lurk command. Like, what do you put as the response to the lurk command? You just say thank you for lurking? You're happy with the new DLC? I don't have the game, but when there was that free trial of the full game, I played it a ton. I wonder if I can see how many hours I got in it. I basically played it non-stop during the... Why am I in my screenshots in the Switch? Get out of here. Oh, I'm in my screenshots because my brother and I were playing a shogi match in Clubhouse Games, and we had to screenshot it because we had to postpone it, but we were playing it locally, so that the game progress didn't save, so we had to like rearrange it to be in the same spots manually. Okay. 20 hours. I did 20 hours of Monster Hunter when I played it. Pretty much it's just to say thanks for lurking, I guess. But if it has another purpose, you don't know it. You only ever had one viewer who was an ass, but he only existed for a second because Thanos snaps his existence away with the banhammer. Yeah, the banhammer is pretty powerful. As long as they're not, like, persistent and they're just, like, and they don't go and make new accounts just to mess with you, then it's pretty effective. It is frustrating, though, that so many people online just don't understand common etiquette and respect for people around them. Like, there's some things you can't just say. You can't just go and tell someone that their art is bad. You can't just go and tell someone that they should die or something. Like, do people not understand how to be a decent person? Well, in case anyone's wondering what my hours are for other games on the Switch, since I'm on the screen, I have 775 hours in Animal Crossing New Horizons and 245 hours in Terraria. Though it's technically more because I used to play on mobile a ton. Terraria, I played mobile initially. But I like the controls on the Switch version the most. And I own... The only other games I own are Stardew Valley and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And I also have Pokemon Arceus, but I want to stream it, so I can't play it until I get a capture card. And I didn't finish Hyrule Warriors because I played it last summer, and then the summer ended before I could finish it, and then I just forgot about it. My brother has a lot of games in the physical version, so I could stream those even though I don't technically own them. Like, he has that like Mario classic bundle thing with the Mario Sunshine and stuff, and he has Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, what else does he have? I can't remember. Yeah, you think they don't know how to be an adult? Yeah, it's crazy how some adults are more adult than other adults, and some kids are more adult than adults. Like, honestly, I feel like the concept of maturity and stuff is just not really a concrete thing. Like, you can be a kid and be quote-unquote mature, and you can be an adult and be immature. What was I gonna say? Also, why did I make the pen so big? Don't do that. What else is crazy, Andy? You're leaving me in suspense. Let's see how this looks. So if I add the hair, that you didn't ask. What? Oh, you mean like, no, I didn't get what you were saying, but you're joking that you were saying no one asked. It was what you were joking that your response was. Though I do know is that I do have a tendency to start sentences with, you know what's crazy, or you know what's frustrating, or you know what's annoying. Because I get nervous starting a conversation with someone, even when it's like a long period of silence, or I'm walking into a room with someone. I get anxious about starting a conversation, so I feel like I have to start it with a, you know what, like, that's just how my brain works. And so I end up chaining it sentences just saying, you know what's annoying, or like, every time I talk to my sister, I walk into the kitchen and I say, you know what, blank, and we started to notice that I kept doing that. It's funny how you can have habits, like speech habits, that you don't notice. I also sometimes start in sentences with the same word or phrase. And I do that in text sometimes too, because I like to add LMAO to the beginning or the end of a sentence to imply that I'm not being serious or stern or anything. But since I'm not consistent with whether I put it in the beginning or the end, then sometimes I put it in both. And I'm like, you know what? No one cares. I can just be laughing at the beginning and the end. I started what? I don't know. I don't keep track of what I've said in the past. That's your job. You gotta be more clear what you're asking me. I know some people do like a command in chat for quotes. Whether it be in, I mean, that's also something that people do on Discord. It's funny, but I'm like, I don't think I have funny quotes, but I don't know. If there's ever a demand for a command like that, command, I'm rhyming. If there's ever a demand for a command like that, then I guess I could add it. One streamer I like has a command for whenever they press the wrong button. Which I think is cute and relatable. You most likely misheard me? Okay. Well, if you misheard me, then the captions probably misheard me, and a lot of people else did, because I know I don't speak super clearly. I think that's also part of one of the reasons why my VTuber model, like the tracking, can't pick up on my mouth as well as it should, because I don't open my mouth very wide to begin with. And I also have a tendency of, like, not fully closing my lips over my mouth when I, close my mouth. Like, I have my bottom lip resting under my top teeth. Kind of like a rabbit. Which makes it more accurate that I'm a jackalope. I gotta blow my nose again, hang on. I really hate the feeling of my nose being so clogged that it feels like I can't breathe. And my throat is all funky and feeling like there's jello in it or something. I don't know. I hate it so much. This always happens when I take a break from streaming. Maybe I need to learn some voice exercises, because I really hate this. It's so uncomfortable. What is even happening here? This hair is driving me insane. What angle is this head even at? No, that's not an eraser. Let me put these layers in the same group and then move, rotate it. Am I sick? Is that what you're saying, Andy? I mean, I might have allergies. It's really hard to tell though, because my allergies are more subtle than some other people's. Like, I mean, it's like to the point where I can't tell what's allergies or what's something else. Because I don't have a strong sign of allergies that I keep track of. So I don't know when my allergies get worse because I just don't pay attention. But I probably do have allergies. It's just weird. Maybe since I was going on vacation and my allergies got reset and now they're like, oh, what is this awful stuff in my nose? I must get stuffy and the throat must close up because I can't understand what this new thing is, even though I've been living in here for ages and I should be used to it by now. Allergies are just a weird, funky thing that everyone hates. And that is my verdict on allergies. And I think most people would agree. I have a friend who has a lot of allergies, like peanut allergies, and then like most fruits make her throat itch. Come on, what is the shape of a head like? How do head shapes make sense? What is happening? What is that vortex hurricane symbol for, Andy? Are you trying to vacuum up all the allergies or something? Or is that your representation of allergies? Or are you summoning the powers of a hurricane? Yeah, it's interesting going to coastal areas and seeing the different architecture they have. That is set up to limit the destruction that flooding may cause. Like they might have a house on like stilts and stuff. Or you think, do I think you're a god or something? You can't do that. I mean, I'm sure you could with mods in the Subnautica. And you're our resident Subnautica expert, so I'm sure you could work something up. Work something up. Sorry, work something out plus whip something up is what I just said. I'm always combining phrases. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm sure there's a hurricane mod for Subnautica out there. It's probably horrifying because honestly, you only really feel safe in the game when you're at the surface of the water. I mean, it's one of the safest feeling areas, and so yeah, having there be danger on the surface just is another level of difficulty in the game. You don't know how to mod, so you can't do that, Chief. Yeah, I know. I was just talking about just downloading a pre-existing mod. I wonder if there is a hurricane mod. Subnautica hurricane mod. Well, that does not help. A lot of these are just quality of life mods. Never mind. I guess people aren't as epic as I thought. I'm just kidding. That makes it sound like I'm throwing shade on all the talented modders out there. Like, if you can't make hurricanes, then what are you? Give me a hurricane. I'm being so, what am I? Someone who's like, you know, there's a Subnautica Gargantuan Leviathan mod. I've seen some of the fan creations of Subnautica enemies, because one YouTuber I used to watch occasionally in the past would play modded Subnautica Below Zero and some Subnautica modded with some crazy Leviathans. Let me see. Modded Subnautica Leviathans. It's so funny, if you search modded Subnautica Leviathans, one of the first results is the very YouTuber I was talking about. In case you really need to know who I'm talking about, is IGP. I don't watch him much anymore, but I used to watch him a lot for like multiplayer horror stuff, and I liked watching his videos about the dinosaur survival game called The Isle. Yeah, I think the Gargantuan Leviathan mod is what I saw before. But honestly, I don't know how to find pictures. What was it, IGP? You knew it? Yeah. It was IGP. Because his videos really scratched my multiplayer horror itch, because the YouTuber I usually watch for horror stuff does not usually do multiplayer horror. And there's some horror experiences that are just more fun with multiplayer. So you get like, and like, you don't get to see all the fun games if you don't see the multiplayer. It's really weird though, like, YouTube has insisted on like basically shadow banning my favorite horror YouTuber from my recommended. So I literally have to remember every few weeks to search up his channel just so that I can see if he has any videos. And I'm just like, come on YouTube, you should learn by now I want to see his videos if I'm gonna be searching them up like every day. You know what else is fun? Farts? What, are you summoning a fart, a fart hurricane? This is why you're the fart Leviathan, right? This is what you're known for, summoning fart hurricanes? In a fart hurricane, the whole world starts to smell bad, and then you keep hearing varying types of fart noises, and you can only experience true silence and peace in the eye of the fart hurricane. That is your... We're just making lore for you, Andy. You forgot that you were that I made up the fart Leviathan name for you? Yeah. If you have any objections to that title, you should speak up, Rose. I love what you did with the emojis. The demon surrounded by hurricanes. You should add the air cloud emoji into there, like the one that's like a poof of air, kind of like in old cartoons where a character just zooms away and only leaves a puff of air behind. That way it's truly a fart tornado. Otherwise, you're just a tornado, I mean not a tornado, a hurricane demon. Which is not accurate to your namesake. Man, what kind of eyes am I gonna have? Maybe I should go for the kind of eyes I have on my old model. Now you're just making yourself a fart demon. My goodness. My mom sent me a text. What does she want? She picked up my new medication. Oh no. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I figured out how to put my mom's text messages to high priority, so now I get a little pop-up of her profile picture in my contacts, so it just shows up on my screen. So now, like, I just have her on my screen. And her profile picture is funny because, like, she does this thing sometimes where she does a what I call her Cheshire Cat smile. I guess it's kind of something she does when she doesn't know what to, when she makes eye contact with my siblings or I, and I guess she's in a goofy mood and she'll do like this Cheshire Cat smile, make her eyes wide and do a big grin. She used to do it all the time when I had ice skating lessons. That's why I remember her doing it most in. That's the only thing that pops up when you write the word monster. It's either that or the Tengu mask. The Tengu mask is so funny with its long nose. I mean, you could go for the purple imp emoji. It's kind of funky when you're searching up emojis and like they don't account for synonyms to what you're looking for, so I have to look for things manually. Like when I search for confetti, the party popper emote does not show up. I mean emoji. The party popper one does not show up, and it's just like, does it not exist? I swear it exists. So you have to search party popper. And I'm like, it has confetti in it, so it should show up if you search confetti. But they don't account for all that, so it's kind of annoying. Not really sure what's going on here, but an antler is an antler, I guess. The antlers are always tricky because I don't quite understand how they're supposed to look from different perspectives, and like foreshortening is just such a pain. Like if I'm looking at the antler from like hello? Oh, the eraser's on. If I'm looking at the like facing this way and the antler's here, like you're just gonna see like this. You're not gonna see the whole antler unless I imply that there's, and that just looks bizarre. It's kind of like when you try to draw someone pointing at you at the screen, and then it's just like, it looks funky like this. I don't know how to draw hands, so excuse this, but you didn't even know what that was called at Tengu Mask? Yeah, I know a bit about some Japanese stuff just because of my history with being obsessed with anime in the past. I don't watch much anime now. I mostly just read manga, but like I think I've watched 300 animes, like over 300 animes, but that's based on my anime list, like the website My Anime List, and it counts movies as an anime, so I don't know how accurate that is. But I don't really like to binge series, so I just try to keep up with the latest ones, but a lot of the time the latest ones are just the anime of a manga I've already read, or I tried to read and didn't feel like continuing. So then I have no reason to watch the anime. Because I just read that much manga and comics that I know too much. I can't be left alive. I'm just kidding. Man, this antler is just not right. That makes it sound like I'm saying it's insane. It's just not right in the head. Something's wrong with it. It's just kind of off. Don't talk to that antler. It's a bad influence on you. Whoops. Have you seen that antler talking to itself? I don't want you going crazy like that antler. Says the superstitious, controlling, rude mother. Have I ever watched or read High School DxD? No, because I'm pretty sure that's one of the I don't know, the more erotic ones. Which I would not watch. It's so frustrating, like you might have like a interesting concept for something and then it's just totally ruined by just like some weird sexual part where it's just like, huh? Does this really need to be there? Like, a lot of my favorite series, a lot of my favorite animes have a bit of like ecchi element, and it's frustrating because it's like, this does not add to the story, and they only do it for like a little bit at the beginning, or just on and off, or like sprinkle it in between, and it's just like, huh? You either gotta like commit the whole way, or just not have it at all. Like, either commit so that I know I can't watch this, or just not do it because it doesn't make a difference. Like, I swear they just, half the time they just add the ecchi stuff because they feel like they need to meet the demand, and then they forget about it, and you never see it again until they like remember, oh yeah, we forgot to do some fan service ecchi stuff, so hang on, let's just add that back in here. Just like, you're good at writing a story, so just do the story, don't add weird stuff in. I mean, I am biased because I am asexual, but I think a lot of people probably agree that it doesn't add anything to the plot. How about Monster Musume? I don't even remember what that is. Please let this not be something disgusting. I mean, I know I haven't watched it. Is it a horror series? Isn't this one that's kind of recent? No, it's not recent. 2015 is not really that recent. Even though that does make me feel kind of old. Don't look it up. Don't worry, I didn't see anything bad. Just some big boob lady monsters. Luckily, they were covered up. They aren't showing. They were showing a lot of skin, but they weren't actually nude. Though, if we're talking about ratings, they would be. It would be considered partial nudity. It's kind of weird when a rating is strict about nudity, and it's just like, I'm not a fan of nudity, and this is chill and fine. Like, whose nudity levels rating are you going off of? Like, apparently, if you even wear a bikini in a game, you will be scarring young children for life. Just like, have you not brought your kids to a beach where bikinis are everywhere, or to a pool, a public pool? You didn't think I would actually look it up? Well, I was curious because it sounded familiar, but honestly, there's so many series that have names like that, so honestly. I hate how some of the gross series are, have such innocent sounding names. And then, or when they draw you in with cover art, it makes you think it's not what it is. Like, I keep doing this thing, like, I'm always hunting for new, like, comic and manga series to read, and I keep getting drawn in by cute girls on the cover, and then I go an innocent harem series, and I'm like, I didn't want this random dude. I thought this would be a girl main character. Who's this guy? Get out of here. I keep getting scammed. Maybe I shouldn't have my eyes open, because I feel like to give the biggest beaming smile. Okay, that's Cheshire Cat impish smile levels of smile. Don't do that. Hey, Espada, it would be a shame to lose your glasses right now. Real shame. You're right. Now I wonder where my glasses have gone. Oh me, oh my. Where have they gone? Someone help me. I have lost my glasses. I am like Velma from Scooby-Doo. My glasses! I dropped them! I can't see! Oh my, I just bumped into a monster while crawling on the ground looking for my glasses, but oh, it's not a monster. It's really just this random guy who's gonna tell us, oh, you meddling kids, if it weren't for you, I would have gone away with it. Oh wait, that's not how the phrase is. It's, I would have gone away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Now, how well can I draw eyes? Closed eyes. So do we want these kind of eyes, like, happy smiley eyes, or do we want, hang on, it's hard to see the buttons. Do we want this kind of eye? Where it's like, oh man, I'm so excited, I'm squinting my eyeballs. Oh god, they're lopsided. Jinkies, my glasses. That's definitely something Velma would say. Yeah, I think the closed eyes is more like chill, because like, I'm not like being like, oh yay, I have my thing I'm holding, I'm so happy. No, it's just like, I'm chill, I'm happy. Yeah, I explain things in a funky way to deal with it. You'll never understand my thought process. Now we have the little mouse. mouth and the little blushies. And we have no nose because noses are not cute. I'm just kidding. But you may have noticed that on my model, sometimes my nose just disappears. That's because I ran out of parameters and layers, and my nose basically flips, so at a certain angle it's like basically a thin line but you can't see it, so it looks like my nose just vanishes. And I think like if it's at like a certain angle either way, then it does that. How would I read that without glasses? You cheating? No, it's because I have my phone is set up for chat now, so that I don't keep making my model go crazy when I turn to look at chat. And so I can lean forward. So I feel like it's fine to look at chat, at least. But yeah, it does kind of allow for a bit more cheating, because I am nearsighted, right? That's where I can't see very well far away, but when I lean in super close, like an inch away, I can see things pretty clearly. It really strains my eyes when it's a screen though. So it's not advised. Like if I wake up in the morning and get on my phone but don't put my glasses on, I get like a really bad headache. Like first thing in the morning. Like it's a headache that develops like the fastest of any type of headache I get. It's like the speed runner of headaches. A likely story. Also, Andy, why do you keep ending now you're ending all your sentences with the vortex emoji? It's like you're trying to plan something, or that's your new, like, it's like the, like, it's like a VTuber Oshi mark. Like, the emoji associated with their character that fan accounts put in their bio to show that they're a fan. Isn't that what the Oshi marks are for? To show who you're an Oshi of? I mean, why do I have, like, flippers? That arm's so pointy! Why so pointy? I think I should focus on the pillow. So we got like this. For a pillow, you got like the kind of funky folded corners. What do I mean? You can't just gaslight me and say, there's no vortexes here. What are you talking about? Ha ha ha. I'm not totally summoning a vortex demon right now that will destroy the world. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? This summoning circle here? No, this is just interior decorating. I just want to do a floor mural. And I kind of like the witchcraft look. The witchcraft aesthetic. It's not a summoning circle. You think I know dark magic? No. No, 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 no. What are you talking about? It totally doesn't run in my family or anything. What do you mean I'm gaslighting you? I mean, I guess that you're gaslighting me in the sense of fart gas. Because you are your nickname here is the Fart Leviathan, after all. So you're not gaslighting in this. You're gaslighting me with fart fueled lanterns, not like natural gas fueled lanterns. I still don't really understand what gaslighting, where the name came from. Also, my timer for my glasses went off like 2 minutes ago and I forgot to put them on. Yeah, Spotter, you asked how my vacation was. It was fun. I got to see lots of nature and wildlife. And this time I did not get lost on a mountain, even though none of you knew that I got lost on a mountain on my last vacation. But now you know. I got lost in the mountains on my last vacation. Which kind of ruined the whole vacation. Because when you get lost in the mountain with not enough water, with the sun bearing down on you, you kind of get tired. And then you don't want to do anything else for the rest of the day, and maybe the rest of the trip. But yeah, the reason we got lost is my family was hiking in the mountains. And that particular mountain does not have signs on their trails. So when you get to a fork in the road and you don't have service, so your GPS is telling you to go the wrong way, then you go the wrong way and you end up elsewhere. And you just so happen to be the slowest person in your family, so your parents stay behind to walk with you, and then your siblings get separated from you because they took a different fork in the road and went faster. They go bouldering down the side of the mountain to get off of it because they got lost too. And then they end up at like the I don't know, like the patrol offices or something, and they wait for you to finally get down. They got down an hour before you did. Unfortunately, none of y'all are bouldering, and no one can call for help, even though your dad is starting to have a heat stroke, because they don't have service. So your parents try to call for a rescue, but they cannot because you have no service. You see the flaw here? If they're not gonna put signs, at least have service. Also, like, no one was there because it was like COVID or something. I guess everything was closed, even any way of getting help. But yeah, we made it off. It's fine. That was last summer though. You haven't done any farts in the past 10 minutes? Whatever do you mean? What does that have to do with anything? Are you charging up for a remove the glasses or for a fart tornado? A fart hurricane? A farticane? So it's like, no, I think fartnado sounds better. Because it's like a sharknado. And you're the fart leviathan. So it's a fartnado. It makes a lot of sense. Maybe too much sense. Yeah, this summer we went to the beach because it's been years since we went to the beach. Partly because we already live in a hot place, so going to the beach means you're going to another hot place. So it's much nicer to go to a colder place like the mountains when you are going on vacation for the summer. Also, a lot of us don't like sand because it gets in all your shoes and stuff, and it's hard to walk on without getting in your shoes, in your clothes, and it's gritty, and no one likes gritty sand. Why am I accusing you of such things? Why all this talk of farts, leviathans, hurricanes, and tornadoes? Are you further gaslighting me? I have half a mind to think that you were using your farts to power these gas lights of yours. Who are you and what did you do with Andy? This is not the fart Leviathan we know and love. The real Andy would be spamming farts every 10 minutes. Who are you? How do you draw anatomy? How draw anatomy? Speaking of how to draw something, I found the funniest website when I was researching endangered animals, and it's so funny. Let me look it up. Hang on. How to draw animals, I think is the name of the website. How to draw animals. Is this it? No, this is too professional. This is not the insane website we know and love. Maybe in the images section. Maybe how to draw. Hello, brain. How to draw. I know how to draw. I should look up how to stop accusing Andy. Well, if I look that up, they're probably gonna give me results for like Andy from Toy Story, or and honestly, that's the only other Andy I know besides the Andy that was the class clown in some of my classes in high school, who happened to also look like the Andy from Toy Story. So, not sure how that's related, but do with that information what you will. What is the website called? HowToDrawAnimals.com. This can't be it. Maybe it's .net. Sorry. That was my, I don't know, my donkey laugh. Where? I don't want to see how to draw manga. How to draw manga.com. Oh. This is not it. Let me search how to draw a lion, and then if I go to the images, I should be able to find the website I'm looking for. WeDrawAnimals.com, that's the name of it. It is in Jokerman letter font, and it is just so funny. Copy. We need to make an incognito tab. This is just the funniest thing. Not incognito tab, it's incognito window, whatever. Okay. This is the funniest website. Let me find a way to screen share this. Oh my goodness. I've gone too close to the screen. My model. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. I haven't had a preview of my model this whole time. I've just kind of forgotten she existed. So I've been only seeing chat. I have less view of I don't have a preview of the stream on my phone because it's just the screen's too tiny. Okay. Wait. Okay, look at this. Look at this website. Hang on, let me shrink this. Oops. Here, I'll make it bigger actually. Wait. This is the funniest website ever. So like, you can the pictures they have you draw here are like, they basically, it feels like they threw them in like a stupid it feels like an AI drew them, like that they literally threw a photograph of an animal into a generator that just spat out the outline. Like, hello? What? If you search blue monkey, you can find the picture that they used. Hang on. Where is the, like, okay, I guess blue monkey, evolution, huh? Pokemon, huh? Cartoon, huh? Avatar. What is all the, what even is a blue monkey? They're lying to us. Okay, well, just trust me on this. The photo exists somewhere. And then the tutorial is just like, they just go like, here, we'll just add slowly these weird shapes that no one can draw like this because no one has this thick of a pen. This is for like kids, but then it doesn't even look right. Like, who? What is, what are these rubber glove little hands? It's terrifying. Let's find another animal. What is going on with this anteater's tail? Oh my god. They even have the most obscure animals. How can you trust me if I don't trust you? I don't know. Find a way. And this one is like randomly contour lines. I don't know what's happening. My point is, this is a weird website that has a wide variety of animals, but also like, these are just like stock photos that they basically just turn into an outline. And a lot of the time, the way they do it just ends up really funky. Like, it's just, I mean, this one isn't that bad. We need more, like, more funny ones. Where are the funny ones? Hello? Who are you? He's so mad! Sir! Let me search Tawny Owl. This should have more image results. Hey, look. Hey, that's the blue monkey, sorry. Looking head on. Yeah, I think this is the reference they used. I think it's this one. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Your point is that I'm sus? What sus is this website? Where are the funnier ones? Oh, Tufted Titmouse. Those are cute. But did they draw it in a cute way? It looks like it would slice your hand off. What is this razor blade on its head? What is this line? They do not understand how to teach people to draw. They're just like, oh, let's just choose some lines, add the lines. You'll figure it out. Like, the real way to explain this would be to do it in like geometric shapes. Like, oh, you want an oval for the body, and then you add a bit of a rounder bit. Like, that's how most of the other drawing explanations do it. But like, this one is like a huge mess. The only thing they've got going for themselves is the variety, but the execution is horrendous. It's a face. He doesn't doesn't want to be here. He wants to get to be out of here. He doesn't want to exist. He's in pain. He's haunted. This poor guy, let him go. They're holding him hostage. And you can print out the steps. Oh my god. Let's find another section. Ocean animals actually turned out better in the cartoon characters because the references have such smooth lines. Let's check out the zoo animals though. Where are some of the funny ones? Why is a great white shark in zoo animals? Huh? I guess they can't have an aquarium at the zoo. Yeah, like I said, the font of the title and logo for this is in Jokerman's font. Like, what? That's what I used when I was in, like, 2nd grade. Look at this horrendous peacock. Does that look like a peacock to you? It looks more like a feather duster or a fan. They have a video for this one? Hello? And these are way better. Huh? Whatever. Why are the lines so thick? They're so thick. I can't make heads or tails of this. The head just vanishes into the fan. Who thought this was a good idea? I gotta watch the video. You gotta watch the video. Muting it. 8 easy steps. You have to draw. Oh. What? Did the subtitles overlaid on top of the other subtitles? What is, I feel like their instructions do not help at all. And now the instructions are gone before they even got to the step they were talking about. They said draw a tail. They are not even on the tail yet. What are they talking about? What is this nonsense? What? That looks like they have a wooden plank. It looks like a wooden plank is coming out of the peacock. You're literally just drawing a fan at this point. This is not even those aren't even feather-like. At least make them come to a point. This is just the roasting WeDrawAnimals.com segment of the stream. I just can't with this website. It's just, what? Why? How does this exist? Oh my goodness. At least those feathers look good, but like, what is this mess down here? Like, what are these, popsicle sticks? Huh? And it looks like a teapot. And what is this little bit at the back? I don't know. Like, you know this was drawn by a computer because of how chunky the lines are and how unnatural they are. Like, no one draws like that. Unless they're in, like, paint or something. Or they're using a computer program or math to draw. My goodness. Like, what's crazier is that this is a person drawing it. Like, are they being paid to follow these horrendous tutorials to make them look doable? Because, like, no self-respecting artist would draw this and be like, yep, that's a good peacock. Yep. You can always do better than this. There's always better. Like, the main issue is the face, the head shape. Like, look, I'm gonna draw a peacock now. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll I'll show you a peacock. If it's the last thing I do. See, I'm not even gonna look at their stupid thing. Look. My peacock will be perfect, okay? Because I'm not looking at a reference, but it will be better than what nonsense they just drew. Like, look, I have a fat body here, and then we add the legs. And then, look, they were trying to do that furry thing, but they were doing like, teapot. So let's do a proper thing, and I'll add these little things on the head, and then go, Look. No more popsicle sticks. Would you look at that? And this is just a rough sketch. I can go beyond. I can do better. But that's not the point of the stream. This is not a peacock drawing stream. That ends the WeDrawAnimals.com segment of the stream. Thank you for watching. What was that TV voice I just did? Thank you for watching. What was it they said on Disney Channel? Is it just thank you for watching Disney Channel? Or thank you for watching on Disney Channel? Huh? I didn't really watch Disney Channel as a kid. I was in the room while my cousins had like the Disney sitcoms going, but I didn't know what was going on, and I had no investment in the characters or the plot or knew what was going on, and I don't like sitcoms. The humor just does not humor me. It's not my humor, not my kind of humor. And laugh tracks are just, they don't feel genuine. Also, Andy, what was with all that build up for nothing? Are you just farming channel points? Is that what you're implying with your sussiness? I guess we won't find out until you get enough channel points. It will be a mystery. Until then. How do legs and butts work? Please explain. How does anatomy work? We need to go to WeDrawAnimals.com and go to find the human sitting, because humans are animals. Humans are animals, and they said we draw animals, so there has to be humans there somewhere, right? Alright. We draw animals wouldn't scam us like that, right? They have to have humans. Otherwise, they don't have every animal. And then they're not WeDrawAnimals.com. Sometimes I feel like I have the most chaotic drawing streams. Like, most drawing streams for other people are just chill, minimal talking, and just some music, and just some drawing. And you see pretty art, and you just chill. But me, I'm just like, ha ha ha, my gremlin energy is overflowing! I will draw goofy art. I will go on random goofy tangents. You cannot stop me. It is impossible. It is unheard of. Stopping me from gremlin activities? How scandalous. I'm not me if I'm not gremlin. I think this man, I think I went too far with the gremlin stuff, because I think my eyes started watering from, I don't know, the excitement, the not excitement. When I laugh really hard, my nose starts running and my eyes start watering, and I guess I was really enjoying the jokes I was making. I don't know. My point is I need to blow my nose. least now my nose is more clear since it got all runny. It's a legitimate strategy for avoiding stuffed noses. Another strategy I know of is spicy food. My family has always said spicy food clears your sinuses. But I don't like spicy food, so I'm just eternally congested. I think the legs need to go up higher. Where art thou, my legs? Merge. Merge with layer below. I'm always so like torn between am I chaotic or am I chill? Because you never really know when I start a stream what kind of stream it's gonna be. So I keep saying, oh, come by for my chill drawing stream, and then I just go full gremlin mode and just draw the craziest art you've ever seen. And that's not crazy as in crazy good, it's crazy as in like, what the heck is this? This is cursed. What have you done? Or it's just goofy. Maybe now the legs are a little too high up. Maybe like this. No. Sorry, I'm accidentally tapping. I had my pen in my hand and I was messing with my computer, and then I was tapping because my pen was in my hand and I was using my hand for something else, and as a result I was going tippity tap tap on my computer. Thank goodness. I forgot I had my stream open in another tab. My goodness. Oh, I forgot to mark the redeems as complete for the classes. Yeah, because I can't do that on my phone. Can I? Oh, I can choose to unfollow or follow whoever did it, but that's all, and I can just report them. Yeah, I'm not unfollowing Espada. Sorry. It's so random that it's like, I can either follow you or I can report you. And if I already follow you, I can unfollow you. That's what you get for redeeming channel points in my chat. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I don't know. So very limited options they give me on the phone. I see that there's settings, but also it's like, even then it's still limited. It's not as robust, varied, flexible as the computer version, but I understand. This is a teeny tiny screen that's basically like, how many inches is this? I don't know. It's like 2-3 inches the short way, and I don't know, 6 to 8 inches the long way. I think I'm in a goofy mood because my voice is just like going like a roller coaster, and I'm saying, I don't know, my voice, I keep talking in weird voices. I'm not doing the closed captioning any favors, and I apologize for that. Man, I really want to add the... I'm tempted to just scrap the part of my overlays that is like recent follower, recent subscriber, recent bits, because I don't get those that frequently. So, like, honestly, I could just remove it, but like, I don't have anything else to put there besides like an event feed. So I was saying just remove those at the bottom, add an event feed, and then the rest of the space is just the closed captions. Because that way I get the closed captions to save in the VOD, which is helpful for people who watch the VODs and need captions. And it means I can see the funny things that the captions think I say. And that is hilarious. And I can't pass up that opportunity. Like, I die for goofy things like captions saying the wrong things. That, like, I want my captions to put words in my mouth that I didn't say. I mean, no, I don't actually want them. I want them to be effective, but if they're not going to be effective, I will capitalize on the goofy laughs that will come from that. I wonder what ways there are to make it more accurate, because, like, I don't know if it's, like, just that the extension I'm using isn't as good, or that I need to get a different one, if I need to pay for a better one, if it's the microphone I'm using, or if it's just my voice. Because I want to make things as accessible as possible, but, I don't know. You shouldn't have to pay for captions, though. If there is a paid caption service, that's really... I feel like that's only worth it if you're trying to support the service. And you already use it, like, a ton. I don't know. Like, the thing is that accessibility should not cost, like, a luxury fee. Like, since learning to drive, I've noticed, like, how cars have such varying different functions, like features that they come with. And apparently, like, one of my family members told me that, like, you have to pay extra for the extra functions, otherwise you just don't get them. Where's the sketch? What is this folder? How did it grow to this size? What is in here? What was I saying? Oh yeah. My grandma was telling me, like, when I asked her about the features, because, like, her car is older than mine. My mom's car is older than mine. But they have different and more features that I don't have. And apparently you have to pay, like, a deluxe fee for more features, but it's like the leading cause of death is car accidents, right? Or one of the leading causes of death, at least. So really those should, if those are life-saving features, they should be more, accessible to people, so that they can save more lives. Like, your safety and accessibility for people with disabilities should not be a luxury fee. It's just frustrating. Like, you care more about money than people's lives. Like, the only safety features you get built in are, like, airbags and seatbelts, and that's because it's required by law. Like, can we please just... I don't know. I feel like with the number of reckless drivers and and whatnot out there. They need to do what they can to do whatever they can to help limit accidents in any way. And they have the technology for these upgrades that can help limit accidents. But it's locked behind a paywall, and cars are already so expensive that no one can afford the fancy upgrades unless they happen to get it on whatever used car they get. That happens to be... And like, I think like every car comes with a different set of upgrades unless you get the most expensive one, I think. So like you can't have all the upgrades unless you get the more expensive one. Like my grandma has a camera, like one of those backup cameras kind of for her car, but it's like a 360 top-down view of her car, of the area around her car. I'm like, that's so helpful. Like that could help people from damaging their car, bumping into something, or from hitting people. And she also has a feature where it beeps like crazy if someone or something's behind you. Like, I'd rather get screamed at by my car than hit someone or something, you know? I really wish my car would scream at me when there's a stoplight. Not a stoplight, sorry, a stop sign. Because sometimes my brain is mush and I don't notice the stop sign. I do my best, but I get overwhelmed by all the things you have to keep track of while driving, especially with because of my ADHD, and it can get overwhelming, and then I lose track of certain things I'm supposed to be keeping track of. And like every beneficial feature counts. Which is why I have a more recent car model than the rest of my family, because my family wanted me to have special features because they know how whoa. Sorry, I need a drink. Man, I love how my voice will like crack or something, and it will be like, oh, I'm getting choked up. But no, I'm not. I'm literally just my throat is just mad. It's like, how dare you use me for so long? I thought you were a quiet person. I mean, I need to put clothes on her. Uh-oh. It's a little naked jackalope. Uh-oh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my parents got me a more recent model because it had some extra safety features. Because they know I get distracted easily and overwhelmed, and it's better to have more features. But I feel like even with the features I have, there are still limitations of how focused I can be. Hey Andy, you've broken your fart silence. It's been so silent with you gone. I almost missed the farts. Man, I don't know how to draw clothes. How do clothes work? Beats me. Haha, this is why I'm not a fashion designer. Clothes are one of my biggest limitations, because like when I'm drawing people, because like yeah, I can draw the semblance of a design of clothes, but will it have good rendering or look good or have proper folds? No. I've grown rather fond of of the farts. Yeah, because it's what I'm greeted with when I start the stream. There's like the first redeem is always a fart redeem. I mean, unless Soda Pop is the first one here, then he throws in a some kind of jump scare redeem. Because he loves using the what is it, the blurp redeems, where he can just choose whatever he wants. But yeah, most people like to greet me with the farts redeems, and it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. I used to have it, like, when I was first setting up the sound redeems on the first stream. I had them set up. I think hello there, like the Obi-Wan hello there sound was there, and then I swapped that out for the cloaker sound redeem, and I feel like I should swap out the cloaker sound soon though, because I'm not getting scared by it anymore. It's a cool sound, but I'm not scared of it anymore. Especially since I only heard it in this context, so I am not afraid of it as a sound. Well, why are you just sending a Tengu mask, Andy? I think this chibi is looking good. Okay. Now that is... Where is that face? Okay, there it is. It's like... How is just the chin not in the folder? How does that make any sense? So, say I... say I shrink this down. Oopsie, don't want to squish me. I'm not a squishy. Take your hands off me. Oh, not the Japanese keyboard. Sorry. If I press Control Shift, my keyboard will turn into a Japanese keyboard. And I really need to change the settings because I don't have the time to learn Japanese, so I don't have a need for the keyboard. But it's kind of ridiculous because I changed it on one computer, and then like Microsoft Windows, like at that time I actually knew my login info, and so it like synced between devices and it was like, hey, you want this setting on all the devices, right? You want a Japanese keyboard by accident everywhere. So now I have it everywhere, and I'm just like, huh? Keep pressing it. And it's because I wanted to see. Yeah, it's just because I was curious one day. Like, I was like, can I set a Japanese keyboard on my computer? Because I only know how to do it on my phone. So what if I wanted to do Japanese on the keyboard? But see, I don't know how to use a Japanese keyboard, and it doesn't change what my keyboard looks like. So I can't even use it. I don't even know. I wonder, like, I can, let's see. Oh, placeholder text. That looks horrendous. You want to increase the size of Tencent. It's not microscopic. Does this show up on stream though? It does not. Well, it's fine. Let's type in some Japanese. That doesn't even work. I've been scammed. It's a lie. Here. Now it's Japanese. What do you mean? Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Right now, it's a lie. It's a lie. Now I can't turn it back. Help. I want to be English again. Where is there? Okay, I got it. The language has been salvaged. Anyways, the only, like, I don't know Japanese symbols. I know, like, a few symbols of hiragana, and that's about it. And I know I know some words and phrases from watching too much anime. But that doesn't mean I can write them, I can only hear them. And since anime is not a representation of how people talk in real life, I cannot use those phrases. I'm pretty sure a lot of common anime phrases would make someone very offended because they are not polite. So, it's a good rule of thumb to not just start spewing random Japanese phrases to someone who's Japanese, at least. Yeah, I have family in Japan, and sometimes I want to, sometimes I understand what they're saying when we're on a video call. But then I'm also like, no, I can't actually talk in Japanese to them. They might find that a little weird. And it's gonna be poor pronunciation. But sometimes I know what they're saying. Only one of them only one of my relatives in Japan is born and raised in Japan. Like, one of my relatives who was born and raised in America married them. And that's how they're related. And they have kids. So I have little baby relatives in Japan. Am I part Japanese? No, I'm part Korean. Not part Japanese. But, like, one of my relatives moved to Japan to teach English and got married there. But even though, like, I'm only a quarter Korean, because one of my parents is half Korean. And I was not raised with Korean culture, so you could not call me Korean American or anything like that. I do not know any Korean. My grandmother did not pass it down. Should I start trying to do the line art? Let me get this sketch to be bigger. Not you. Come on. But yeah, I haven't been to Korea. I haven't been to Japan. I want to go to Japan one day, though. There's so many cool places to visit. My family from Japan has visited America, but that was before they had kids, so I haven't met the kids. I think they have like 2 or 3 kids. They're very cute. Yeah, it's hard to keep in contact with relatives that live overseas because of time zone differences, and then also if they're like an adult that is older than you, then like it's harder to relate to them and want to and develop a close relationship. At least that's my experience with family members that are older than me. It is kind of sad though, like, cause when, like, in my experience, I don't learn much about a relative until after they die, which is pretty sad. And I wish that I could get to know them better before then, but it's just hard to relate to someone, especially when they, like, dementia runs in my family, and so a lot of my relatives were only, able to have, and a lot of my older relatives and grandparents were basically only able to have, proper conversations when I was a kid. And when you're a kid, you don't pay attention to your grandparents as much at times. I mean, it depends on the person in the family, but I feel like your top priority isn't to bond with your grandparents. And by the time you're older and start to realize, like, oh wow, they had a lot of similar interests with me, but then they're dead, or they have severe dementia and they can't talk to you in the same way, in a way that I don't know, would foster a relationship. Like, my family, since, like, as I was growing up, I've had, like, a lot of relatives pass away, because I just happen to have more elderly relatives in my immediate family than I guess most people do. So, when they passed away, I mean, so I've gone to like a bunch of funerals before I even graduated high school. I think like 7 or something. Like, which may be a lot for some people and not that much for other people, but considering that these were all, like, all of these relatives except for one were people that lived in my vicinity, or relatives that lived in my vicinity, and I had frequent contact with, because my family's always been the type to try to keep everyone close in the same town. But yeah, a lot of my grandparents have died from dementia-related illnesses, and it's really sad. Dementia illnesses are such a sad ending for everyone involved. It's just really heartbreaking. Yeah, What was I saying? Man, I'm getting all serious here. Like, I'm gonna probably make someone start crying and think about their grandparents who died from dementia. I mean, I really don't, because, I don't know, my family doesn't talk a lot about the exact causes of death and illnesses that my family members were battling, and I don't quite know what kind of illnesses they had that caused their death or what they were going through. And they especially aren't going to talk about that with kids, or at least I wouldn't remember even if they did. Yeah, what was it? I feel like I was going somewhere with that. Oh yeah, and like I had some grandparents where we thought they had one thing, and then after they died, then they were like, oh no, they had this. They had this other dementia or something. And I was like, I can't keep track of all these names. You've got like Alzheimer's, you've got Parkinson's, and I'm like, are these people's names? What does this even mean? All I see is my relative slowly withering away and not remembering me, like that as a kid. That's like the kind of, I don't know. But my point with all this is that it's hard to, it's not always easy to have a good relationship with adult relatives that are elderly before they pass away. It is good to have them though. But I don't know, I feel like a lot of my elderly relatives, it feels like because the relationship I had with them was more like pressured into me by my parents, then it wasn't really an organic one, and I didn't actually put effort into it, you know, because like if your parents were like, come on, we're going to grandma's house, you don't get a choice in the matter, and you're not coming because you actually enjoy hanging out with grandma, then I don't know, I feel like you're more likely to just run off and play with your cousins or something, or your siblings, instead of actually, like, a lot of the time parents will just the adults will just start talking, and then you're just like, this is boring adult talk, I will just head off somewhere else. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Is this like something that is too serious for streaming? Is this like, why is my Control Z not working? Come on, wake up, Krita, come on. Yeah, is it something that you talk with a therapist about? Oh no, Krita crashed. Krita crashed. Did it save? Oh no. Yeah, I think Krita is like, you need to stop talking about dark stuff like this. Why are we talking about death and grief and elderly family members dying? This is not what you talk about on an art stream. This is supposed to be chill. Everyone is sobbing now. Why are you doing this? Krita, bring back my drawing. Krita. Okay. Well, it's not too far gone. Well, we've barely made any progress on this stream. And why am I so bad at drawing faster? I mean, part of it is I'm still getting used to this drawing talent, and also the lines are so much smaller that, oh, whoa, whoa, that's not a tiny line. Hello. Sorry, it's hard to fill large areas faster when I have, thicker lines like this. Thicker lines? Sorry, like thinner lines, that's what I mean. Because I am more used to drawing on my phone where like basically every line is just like this. There is no variation in thin or thick except for like there's like a pen tool that I use that like tapers off at the end, but it's like it's not a pressure taper, it's just one that just ends up at the end of every stroke. It's an artificial taper, you could say. An automatic taper? Now it just sounds like a taper is, oh, that's someone who tapes things together. That's like, I don't know, someone on the gift wrapping squad for Santa Claus. One of the elves' roles is the taper. They tape the wrapping paper onto the gift. There's also the folder who folds the wrapping paper. These are like the job classes of elves at Santa Claus's workshop. We have the taper, the folder, which are part of the wrapping class because they make up the two parts of wrapping. You have the ones who who make the toys. And then you have, I guess those would be the constructors, the builders, the designers. I'm not going to go any further with this weird, I don't know, plot I'm making. World building. I'm world building at Santa's Workshop. Santa's Workshop, the video game, coming to you soon. No, that's not what I mean. Yeah, world building is pretty fun, even if you're just doing it, to, I don't know, as a creativity exercise. My sister and I once did a, what is a creativity exercise? What did I just say? Even if you're just doing it for fun, or just because you want to, you just had an idea and you're like, I want to put this idea on paper, and then you're passionate about the idea. Because not every project you come up with has to be brought to fruition. Words continue to fail me. They continue to betray me. I no longer trust words. I am broody and anti-words. I don't know what I'm saying. Words killed my family. I will now kill all the words. That is my tragic backstory. Death to all words. What was I talking about? Fruition. That was the word I got stuck on. Okay, so what I was saying is not every idea you come up with has to be brought into fruition. And then I was going to lead into the fact that my sister and I once got really deep into like a world building idea. We wanted to make a game out of it, but it's just games require art and programming and writing and story and characters and just a lot of stuff. Like we were thinking that like my sister knows how to do programming, so she could do the programming and I would do the art. But it took me a while to get to the point where I could actually draw the art. And you also gotta do animations and I don't know. We just don't have time to actually implement it. But it was a cool sci-fi idea. Maybe one day I will bring it back to life, but also I kind of lost some of the notes we wrote down. And she was the one who was doing like the, I don't know, the rocket science, astronomy, physics stuff. My point is, she was the one who brainstormed how the planets and stars and stuff interacted. I don't remember the whole ideas we had, but like the main point is that there would be 2 planets and they would be tidally locked, which is the whole reason we had this conversation about this world building was because she was explaining the concept of tidally locked planets. And by tidally, I mean tidal waves, like the moon and stuff. I don't know. The tides. I can't remember exactly what tidally locked planets are about, but I think the main idea is that they're kind of stuck in orbit around each other. But and one of them ends up with like I can't remember if it's one or both of them. Like they end up with one side of the planet being completely hot and the other being completely cold because of the way their orbits and like block the sun from each other. So the idea was that the plot would start with it starting to turn into a tidally locked planet. I mean, into a pair of tidally locked planets, and I think the idea was that one planet would be responsible for it and would have higher level technology than the other. And the goal would be to try to stop it, and it would be like an RPG. And let me see, what else was there? Like the main characters would be like one person from either planet. And so because it was starting to become tidally locked, then we would show one side getting hotter, the other getting colder, and I guess people would have to evacuate to the equator because in the concept of tidally locked planets. Only the equator is like a livable temperature. Or something like that. It's been a long time, and my sister and I each remember things differently. The point is, it was a cool concept, and I want to bring it to life one day, but one day is a very long time from now. But that was the day I learned that world building is pretty fun. That's the first and last time I've ever done world building. Not that I'm never gonna do world building again, it's just I haven't had an opportunity. I don't do many things that would require world building, you know? I think D&D is one of those things that would require world building. I've never done D&D, but I have friends who have done it. And I once looked over someone's D&D campaign for a project they were doing, but I really only looked at the continents and was like, hey, you need more land, there's too much water. And that was about it. So I don't know how much of a help I was, but really it was for a school project. No one really cared about actually finishing the project for the assignment. It was more like get a good amount of progress done. Or I mean, you need someone to evaluate it. So my friend just needs someone to evaluate and get it over with. So I did. And I just was like, you need more land, you need more varying sizes of continents. It's kind of bland as it is. This doesn't look like a real map. You need more realism. What kind of map is this? Obviously, I didn't see that. What is wrong with this eye? Hello, ma'am? I think there's something wrong with your eye. Are you good, ma'am? Ma'am? I really should find some more music to listen to during art streams, because I've listened to this like hour-long cafe music, royalty-free cafe, copyright-free cafe music, like every art stream so far, because I just keep forgetting to find more music to listen to. I'm just kind of dumb like that. Don't worry about it. Not feeling this eye, honestly. How do eyes look again? Is it like this? Is this what an eye looks like? Help me! Okay. I think you just kind of do this boxy thing. And then, lashes. Look at those luscious lashes. Is luscious lashes even... Would you even call lashes luscious? I don't even... What does luscious even mean? Just pretty? Voluminous? Voluptuous? Wait. What word was I even talking about again? Did I? Huh? Don't know what word it was. I forgot. The point is it's fun to say with the word lashes, but I don't remember the word anymore, so it's not fun anymore because I can't remember it. How do lashes work? Oh, luscious was the word. Luscious. Luscious lashes. That has to be a brand name. You can't just not have a brand of fake lashes called Luscious Lashes. I swear, like, every time I come up with a pun, I'm like, this has to be a brand name. Like, there's only so many ideas in the world. This has to be a brand name. Which makes it really hard to choose a business name. I was trying to start an Etsy shop, and then I couldn't figure out how to market it. And I still have all the products I made for it. And one day, maybe I'll find a way to sell them. I'm doing this all wrong. All wrong. Gotta do it like this. And I was trying to memorize the music in this playlist. Get me out of this cafe hell! I'm been stuck here for 20 long years. I'm the ghost of the cafe music. If you turn on the cafe music, I will haunt you for the rest of your life. And you'll never be able to stop hearing the cafe music ringing in your ears. You will never be able to set foot in a cafe ever again. I will haunt you to the end of your days. Okay. How do eyelashes work, and why am I drawing them in brown? Have I been drawing in brown this whole time? Huh? Tell me it isn't so. Oh well. I'll figure something out. Wait, I forgot you can just reflect the eyeball. What am I doing? I'm just making things harder for myself. What is happening? Hey, it's a full-on eyeball now. That's not what I was supposed to do. And why am I so dramatic about everything I draw? It's literally just a drawing. Chill me. Calm down. You can always fix it if you have an issue with it. Quit making a fuss about every little thing. Every little mistake you make. no one cares. And I still don't know how eyelashes work. Please, I just want to see my family. Get me out of the eyelash hell. Layer, transform, mirror horizontally. Now the eyelash is across them, is on the other side of the country. Help. I lost my family. I lost my memory. I don't know how I got here. What is happening? Help. What is this? Okay, well, we have eyelashes. That's a step forward. Yeah, where's the fluff? Fluff. Fluff alert. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, it's close to my bedtime. Okay, we'll do what we can to finish the line art quickly. Okay, hang on. Here's the sleeve. Here's another sleeve. There's the line behind the sleeve. Why am I, like... Can you imagine if you just talked while you wrote, then it would just automatically... I mean, while you drew, then it would automatically name your layers based on what you said. That would be both handy and also hilarious. Like, could I just say, Krita, name this current layer this. Thank you. Because when you're working on a drawing towel, it's such a pain to have to suddenly type something. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm dumb, but I hate it. Why is this hand such a midden? Am I actually Mickey Mouse? Oh? Last I checked, I was not Mickey Mouse, but apparently, according to this arm, I am. I may want to get that checked out. Do I have Mickey Mouse-itis? I mean, I guess he does have separated fingers. Or is that Sonic I'm thinking of? I don't know. No, I'm looking like Pooh Bear, not Mickey Mouse. I know Mickey Mouse has mitten gloves that look kind of funky, but it's actually Pooh Bear who has, Pooh Bear as in Winnie the Pooh, okay? I'm sorry. I don't know why I went for Pooh Bear instead of Winnie the Pooh. Maybe I just want to say Pooh. Pooh Pooh, ha ha. I said Pooh, ha ha ha. Winnie the Pooh. Though honestly, laughing at his name is a very dated joke. Like, yeah, P-O-O-H sounds like P-O-O. Ha ha ha. He's a bear who likes honey, and his name is Pooh. Ha ha ha. Though, of course, since there's new kids every day getting introduced to Winnie the Pooh, there's going to be new kids laughing at Winnie the Pooh's name. Poor Winnie the Pooh. He's become the laughing stock for all ages and all future kids to come. Poor guy. He will never be free from the torment. He's basically a court jester. He's being put on stage, and the crowd is pointing and laughing at him, but there is no escape. Because he joined the circus to save Christopher Robin, who has been taken hostage. And only by being a goofy little bear whose name is Pooh and making people laugh can he save Christopher Robin. Now this is just reminding me of a Clifford the Big Red Dog movie I watched, where he was like kidnapped and taken to the circus, which is kind of weird. Like, how do you kidnap a massive dog? I don't even remember how that happened. I just remember I loved that movie as a kid. I was like, no, Clifford. Wait, was he kidnapped for a circus? I think he was kidnapped for a circus and then kidnapped again by a rich little girl who wanted to play with him. Was that it? I don't know. Is there like Clifford the Big Red Dog lore about like why he's so massive? Or is it just like, yeah, we thought he was a little puppy and he got bigger? It's just basically like just pets in general when you get them as babies and then they grow bigger than you expect. Because you didn't like do your research on the size enough beforehand. That's basically the whole plot behind Clifford the Big Red Dog. So I was like, what if small puppy grow bigger than expected, like in real life, but actually goes really, really big. And then he sheds everywhere and shenanigans ensue. Like, shenanigans? Like, that sounds like, I don't know, someone's name, like Shannon Atkins. Sorry. Words were attempted today, and the attempt failed. My relationship with words is ended. Now, a bunch of mumbo jumbo is my friend. Words who I only know mumbo jumbo. Is it really a word if you didn't make it yourself? Like, what's the difference? Like, if you make a funny word and it goes viral and everyone starts using it, then what's the difference between that and a word you made yourself? Huh? I'm not talking seriously, obviously. I might as well just make every new word. No one can stop me. I'll make the word to end all words. And then I'll never have to get tongue-tied ever again. Because there will be no more words to be tongue-tied to. Now that corner looks kind of funky. That's a little better, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We can't just have it in like that. I gotta. Why are your lines so thick? Why so thick? Why are you so thick? Yeah, my outline is just brown apparently. Not sure how this happened, but it happened. And we must now deal with the consequences. And these legs are kind of funky. No, I can't have the pillow there. Hang on. Like what? The pillow just phases through my leg. It clips through the leg. I think once I watched like a bit too much Minecraft YouTube or something in high school. I don't know. Can't remember. It's been so long. But like I walked into a classroom and there was like one desk. I was taller than the other and they were right next to each other, and so one ended up on top of each other, and my first thought was the tables are clipping together. A bug. It's a bug. Can't believe they're clipping together. This is just like Minecraft. It's funny when it happens. Play a game too much and then your brain's like, this is now my reality. Like when Breath of the Wild first came out, I played it so much that I started seeing flowers in real life as like, I gotta go collect that. I gotta go pick it up. What is this? What is that? The flower? The Silent Princess, I think. Is that a Silent Princess? I need that for my potions, and I gotta sell it for rupees to fund my shopping addiction, to buy all the clothes. I gotta grab it. That's really just like a foraging game in general thing, where it's like you just want to forage everything, and it's like that over there, it should have a sparkle on it. It should be collectible. It's mostly just when you see some kind of plant in real life stand out, because in foraging games, like they'll have decorative plants and then they'll have forageable plants, and if it stands out, it's usually forageable, and so you just accidentally adapt that to real life and you're like, that plant stands out, I think it's forageable. And it's just a mess. It's like, no, it's not forageable. What are you talking about? How does a dress work into this nonsense? So I have the dress, and it goes like, wah, wah. And then my whole ass butt is showing for the crowd. And I'm insane. What am I saying? Where is the butt? Where is the tushy? We just need to draw the clothes and then we can end the stream. Where is the butt? Don't touch the butt. No, Nemo. Not the butt. Where's the butt? What am I saying? This is a sign that I'm getting tired. But the show must go on. Can I just put pants on this girl? Come on. Do you really need her dress all the time? Here's the frills. This is just a sketchy bit because I don't know. That makes it sound like I wonder why the word sketchy can mean sus and also just sketch lines. Like, I must know the origin of this word. Now this just looks like a pajama dress. It does not look like what I wear, but whatever. Just this dress does not go over my knees. So what am I supposed to do? And I can do this thing, I guess. I don't know. It's looking more and more like some kind of funky pajama dress. I guess this is my laptop. It fell asleep. Oh wait, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's what I was saying. Like, I need that to rate people. No, but it's fine. It's alive. I mean, it's awake. It's awake. It's awake. It's not Frankenstein's monster. It did not come to life. Don't overreact. We're all fine. All bueno. We're all doing just fine. We just gotta shade this thing because I know I won't understand what these lines are for, and I'll be like, huh? What? Why is there a little line here? Huh? Let me draw the antlers. I need to get better at rounding the edges of the antlers because that's like, I don't know, more realistic, less rushed. I don't know. The question is this TV even gonna work for what I want to do? Like, huh? I wonder. Hang on a second. Let's turn off the line art layer. Increase this again. So what if I go like this, and then I go like this? And I'm partially on there, and then it just says like Twitter, Discord, Instagram. I don't know. Whatever. Rewind. It's rewind time. Okay. let's just leave it at that. Let's press the save button, and then it's like, are you sure you want to save this? This is like the backup thing. It's just called document 3. I don't have time to name things. Let me find something to read. I can't do this anymore. I'm becoming unhinged. My goodness. Let me turn. You're gonna probably hear Windows be like, you disconnected a device noise. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that's just me being like, I need to see the big screen, not my tiny tablet screen. Because I have had the tablet screen this whole time. My goodness, I can see that it's brown now. Like, I can't, my drawing tablet is so dark, I can't tell what color I'm drawing with half the time. It's because I mess with the settings, because I get flash banged by the light so easily, because I just have sensitive eyes, I guess. And I get like a massive headache. Okay. We must find someone to raid. It feels like it's been months since I last raided. Even though, like, I don't know. I feel like I did raid the last stream, but I don't know. There's someone streaming art as well. Maybe we will raid them. I think I will raid them. Let me see. Oh, but let me see. One of my friends is also streaming though. The hardest part of raiding is choosing who to raid. And also, the second hardest part is waiting for the ads to end before you raid, because you gotta make sure that they aren't about to end the stream. Because that would be pretty sad. It's always sad when someone raids when you're ending the stream and you're like, oh no, I wish I could stay longer, but I have to go pass out on my bed. Stupid ass. Get out of here. Hey. Let me set up the raid. Sorry. I knocked over my pain medication that is sitting here for some reason. My desk is just a mess. I need to clean it. There. Okay. I hope everyone enjoyed the stream. We'll be rating my friend Alyssa. They are playing a Fire Emblem game. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Looking at the other computer breaks my model. I need to keep this in mind. But I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I'll be streaming both Saturday and Sunday. So tomorrow will be some Genshin Impact with the Drum Along Fest, I think it's called. I don't know. It's basically my attempt at being like playing a rhythm game on stream, because I like rhythm games, but I don't think they're very streamable, because you're like, I don't know, you're like not able to talk much because you're focusing. Honestly, I don't care about high scores in rim games, so I'll talk as much as I want. But this is just like a test. I hope you all enjoy the raid and have a good night. Bye.